HTML5 and CSS, the web builders. Tech Talk. In this chapter, we will learn about HTML, a brief history of HTML, HTML5, working in HTML5, HTML tags, HTML attributes, rules for writing HTML5 code, structure of an HTML5 document, creating and saving an HTML document, cascading style sheets, CSS, using cascading style sheets, background properties.
Hey Tashi, we missed you in class today. Why were you absent? Oh, Nikhat, I went to a family function. That's nice, but you missed the new HTML topic in computer class. HTML? What's that? HTML is like a magic recipe for creating web pages. We use tags like head and body for structuring and displaying the content of a web page. Oh, so HTML tells the computer what to show on a web page? Exactly. With tags, we decide how the page looks.
Cool. Tomorrow, let's cook up our first web page together. The internet has become a vast source of information available to people all over the world. It is a network of millions of computers that are connected with each other to share information as well as resources. This information is stored in the form of websites, which consists of web pages. www World Wide Web is a collection of millions of websites and web pages accessible over the internet. There are many different websites like www.google.co.in, www.gmail.com, www.flipkart.com, using which we can communicate with anyone in the world, access information on any topic, do tasks like online shopping, playing games, watching videos, etc. We visit such websites quite often, but have we ever thought how are these websites created? Or can we make a website of our own? Well, the answer is yes. We can easily create web pages or websites using a language called HTML. HTML. The hypertext markup language HTML is a computer language used for creating web pages which are displayed on World Wide Web. It is also known as a markup language or tag-based language. It uses tags which instruct a web browser to display text and other content included in a web page. Let us learn about all the subparts of HTML. Hypertext. The term hypertext was coined by Ted Nelson in 1965. Hypertext is the highlighted text on a web page which contains links to other documents or web pages, allowing readers to access other content instantly. It is not similar to the plain text that we type in the word processor files. The plain text that is contained in a word processor file is linear as it follows a straight direction. That is, one word after another, one line after another, and so on. Hypertext is non-linear as it enables a viewer to move from one location to another on the same page, other pages, or external resources. For example, we must have seen blue-colored highlighted text such as TOP written in the web pages. When we click TOP, it will straight away take us to the top of the web page, irrespective of the current reading location of the web page. Markup. Markup means to instruct the web browser program. HTML tags are actually HTML commands that mark up or instruct a web browser how to display the content, text, images, etc. on a web page. For example, B. This text is bold /B. Here, B and /B are HTML tags that instruct a web browser to display this text is bold in bold characters. A brief history of HTML. Sir Tim Berners-Lee is known as the main developer of HTML. He, along with his colleagues at CERN, an international scientific organization based in Geneva, Switzerland, developed a system of CERN researchers to use and share documents. In 1989, Berners-Lee proposed an internet-based hypertext system. Afterwards, he designed the first HTML version called HTML tags for public use in late 1991. Since then, many different versions of HTML have been released. HTML5 HTML5 offers a more stable and feature-rich platform for developing web applications. It has helped in the expansion of cutting-edge web development techniques like responsive design and progressive web apps. Some of the important features of HTML5 are discussed as follows. Adding audio and video clips in the web page is as easy as including images, which was not possible in the earlier versions without the support of the external software or plugins like Flash Player. With the canvas element, we can also draw graphics directly on the web page. It is compatible across all the major web browsers. It works best for the users with slow internet connection. It provides a mobile-friendly way to develop interactive fun games. Working in HTML5. The following are the two major types of HTML5 editors that can be used for writing HTML pages: text editors or word processors. WYSIWYG editors. Text editors. Any text editor such as Notepad or a word processing program, for example, WordPad, can be used to create web pages in HTML. We have to learn, remember, and use various HTML tags for creating an HTML document using a text editor. WYSIWYG editors. WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get editors, allow us to create web pages without writing HTML tags. It provides an inbuilt graphical user interface where we can quickly design web pages. Various examples of WYSIWYG editors are Adobe Dreamweaver, Microsoft Web Matrix, Flowla, and many more. HTML tags. We already know that to view a website or a web page, a web browser, Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, etc. is used. HTML is a markup or tag-based language. It makes use of various tags to format the content to be viewed on a web browser. HTML tags are keywords, tag names enclosed within angle brackets. For example, tag name. Tags have their own properties called attributes, which define the behavior of a tag. There are two types of tags in HTML. Container tags. These tags require an opening as well as a closing tag. A tag can be closed by putting a / in front of the tag name. For example, H1 is a container tag. These tags are always used in pairs, as shown in the following example. H1 Hello World /H1. Here, H1 is an opening tag and /H1 is a closing tag. Except a few tags, most of the tags have their corresponding closing tags. Such tags which have both on and off tags are called the container tags. Empty tags. These tags do not require a closing tag. For example, BR and HR. Such tags do not enclose any data. Instead, they operate on their own. HTML attributes. An attribute is a special property used inside a tag to specify the behavior of the tag and improves its functionality. Attributes can be used to change the default behavior of an HTML element. For example, H1 align equals to center. In this example, align is an attribute of H1. It indicates that the text inside the H1 tag is to be displayed in the center of a web page. We can also use more than one attribute inside a tag. Rules for writing HTML5 code. While writing an HTML5 document, we need to follow certain rules. Some of the basic rules are: attributes are not case sensitive. Container tag should always be closed. When tags are embedded, the inner tag must be closed first before closing the outer tag. Example: incorrect. P, B, hello, /P, /B, correct. P, B, hello, /B, /P. Tag names should not contain space in between. For example, BODY is incorrect. There should be not space, less than and greater than sign in a tag. For example, body is incorrect. Values in the attributes should be closed within quotes, especially if the values have any blank space. Structure of an HTML5 document. Every HTML document must contain certain standard HTML tags. These tags define the basic structure of a web page. The basic structure of an HTML document is as follows. The head section contains information about the document, such as the title of the web page that is not directly visible to the user, but used by browsers and search engines. The body section contains all the information that is displayed on the web page, including text, images, and links. The !doc type declaration is included at the beginning of the HTML document. It is not an HTML tag, rather it is an instruction to the web browser to indicate what version of HTML is used in the document. For HTML5, this declaration is a must. Basic HTML tags. Let us learn the meaning of the tags used in an HTML document. Tag usage. HTML. This tag tells the browser about the beginning of an HTML document. It is a container tag. Head. This tag marks the beginning of the head section. It is a container tag. Title. This tag tells the browser what to display as the title of the web page. It is a container tag. Content entered between this tag is visible on the title bar of the browser window. Body. All other tags and the text to be displayed on the web page appear under the body tag. Everything between body/body tags signifies the body of the web page. It is a container tag. Creating and saving an HTML document. To create a web page using HTML, the steps are as follows. Step 1. Open the Notepad editor window. By clicking on the Start, Windows Accessories, Notepad, the Notepad editor window will open. Step 2. Type the HTML code in the Notepad window that appears. Step 3. Click the Save option present in the File menu. The Save As dialog box will appear. Step 4. In the Save As dialog box, after selecting the appropriate folder, specify the name of the HTML file along with the extension .html or .htm in the file name box. Step 5. Click the Save button to save the file. Viewing an HTML document. After creating and saving an HTML document, we need to open it into a web browser to view it. To open an HTML document into web browser, perform the following steps. Step 1. Open the folder in which we have saved the HTML document. Step 2. Locate the file and double-click it. Web page opens our default web browser window. Cascading Style Sheets (CSS). CSS is a style sheet that provides a set of style rules for defining the layout of the HTML documents. Using CSS, we can control the color of the text, style of fonts, spacing between paragraphs, size, and layout of columns, background images, as well as a variety of other effects. Style sheets are designed to separate the presentation style of documents from the content of documents. This makes site maintenance much easier and provides more flexibility. CSS terminology. While using CSS tags in an HTML document, we have to follow a defined structure for it. The basic structure of a CSS tag is as shown. Let us discuss each part of the structure in detail. Property. It defines how different elements look on the web page. Font size, font family, color, background color, etc. all are examples of properties. Value. This is the value or option chosen for a property. For example, value of the font family property can be font names like Monotype, Cursiva, Times New Roman, Arial, etc. Declaration. A property and its value are collectively known as declaration. For example, color, green, color, property, green, value. Selector. It is the name of the HTML element to which we want to apply the declaration. For example, if we want to change the behavior of the body element, let us say its background color should be blue. Then we would use body as our selector. Rule. Selector and declaration together form a rule. Using cascading style sheets, we can include the style sheet rules with an HTML document in the following ways. Inline, the attribute style. One way to apply CSS to HTML elements is by using the style attribute. The style attribute can be used with any element in the body section, including the body tag itself. We can use any number of declarations. Each one is separated by a semicolon. For example, body style equals to background color, yellow, semicolon, color, blue, text in blue color, /body. This is not an efficient use of style sheet as the declaration is to be repeated with every element, even if the same style is applied on some other element in a document. Internal or embedded style sheet. This style has wider scope than the inline attribute style. With the inline method, the effects applied are limited to the element with which the style declaration has been specified, whereas in embedded style, the effects get applied to all the elements of the type with which the style declaration has been specified. To create an embedded style sheet, we can use the style tag in the head section. For example, head, style, body, background color, yellow, color, blue, /style, /head, body, text in blue color, /body. External style sheet. In this method, we define the style rule separately in a file and then use it with any HTML document. An external style sheet is simply a text file with an extension .css. Like any other file, we can place the style sheet with its name like style.css on our web server or hard disk. This method incorporates two files. One file contains only the style code and the other file contains the HTML code. Let us use the style sheets to set the various properties of body background. We will use the embedded style sheets in this chapter. Background properties. HTML allows us to set the background style of an element with the help of the following properties: color, attachment, position, repeat, image. Here we will learn only color and image. Background color. This property is used to set the background color of the HTML element. Syntax. Background color, value, where value is equals to color name. Background image. With this property, we can add an image in the background of an HTML document. Syntax. Background image, value, where value is equals to URL path of the image.